effect. Join the movement. This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement. This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement. This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement. This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone.
A man with no friends or a small circle. That's a man you don't mess with. He's learned the hard way. Quality over quantity. He doesn't need a crowd to feel powerful. His strength comes from within. While others chase approval, he walks alone by choice. He's seen the fake friends, the drama, and the betrayal, and cut it all off. Now he stands in peace, untouchable. Confidence. He doesn't need your approval. He's already won the only battle that matters, the one with himself.
Achieve things out of mind. This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind. This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind.
It took me 10 years to learn this, but I will teach it to you in 1 minute. 1, life waits for nobody. Get up every day and keep pushing through no matter what. 2, make sure you take good care of yourself. If something happens to you, the world will move on and you will fall behind. 3, if you don't work to build your dream life, someone will hire you to build theirs. 4, work in silence. Celebrate in private. People love to ruin things. 5, don't regret your past. Just learn from it and move on. 6, no one cares. Work harder to become better each day. 7, ignore advice from anyone who doesn't live the life you want to live. 8, rule over your emotions. A calm mind can handle any situation. 9, if you find someone better than you, don't hate. Ask them for advice and cooperate with them. 10, you're truly at peace with yourself when you mind your own business.
I'm in the building, make some noise. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We in here, y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy BA. I'm trying to set up my camera per usual. Like I said, I'm in here though. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to everybody. Before we get started, let me play you guys some fun stuff. Heat up. Here we go.
God damn, what the fuck in your head?
You know, what the? Hey. Bro.
Oh, shit.
You know what I had, right?
He up.
You know what I haven't even took your order yet. I just told you my order.
Your order yet.
I said big double burger, 2 corn dogs, a tray of cheese bites, and a sweet tea.
Oh, what the? He about to fucking fall. Why you got your book bag on?
Why do you? Wait, why do you got your book bag on while you taking my order? I ain't even tripping, bro. Big double burger, 2 corn dogs, cheddar cheese bites, and a sweet tea. Bro, what?
Hey, listen, I haven't took your order yet.
I'm telling you, dude.
Hold on.
No, it's not. Hold on.
Yes, sir. I'm up. Anyways, man, shout out to everybody. Like I said, man, when y'all come through, man, answer the poll. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. This is the resistance. This is the Adam Effect. This is the Blac Pill podcast. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we got a good show for you guys today. We got a spicy show for you guys today. First off, let me start by saying shout out to Jess Hilarious. I love her. Used to have a crush on her way back when, but you know, she's spoken for. So yeah, there's that. But shout out to Jess with the mess. She used to also make me laugh. So we got a good show for you guys today. Like I said, we're going to discuss a couple things. Main thing we're discussing is Jess Hilarious lashing out at her co-host and insisting that she was played after her maternity leave insult. Other things we're going to discuss is Loren Lorosa, which is the girl on the top right. Never heard of her until yesterday. I mean, I seen her on the Breakfast Club a couple times. I didn't know what was going on. I was sitting there like,
But what the hell, boy?
but yeah, we're going to discuss her as well. We're going to discuss Jonathan Majors and Megan Good tying the knot. Shout out to them. Marriage is a good thing. We're going to discuss Teyana Taylor wanting her man to be jailed for she filed a petition against him saying that he was making reports that were fake. So we're going to discuss that as well. And we're going to discuss LeVar Ball revealing why he had his leg amputation. Yeah, bro. So like I said, we got a good show for you guys today. Good morning, America. Good morning, Black America. Good morning, White America too. Just remember that I'm Black Adam, so you know I gotta hit them with the BLAC. But BLAC actually stands for Beethoven Loved All Colors. So good morning, Black America. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's crazy, man. One thing is that's always weird. You know, I was raised like in the morning you're not supposed to be loud. So because of that, in the morning I tend to not really be loud, even though I got my own place. And you know, I got the dog. My dog doesn't make noise. In the morning, I feel like if I'm yelling, you know, I'm doing too much. But I'm going to start adding some energy to the morning show. Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm very soft-spoken, guys, if you didn't know as well. So, I'm not, you know, I mean, I could speak harshly. I try not to. It makes me lose my voice. Anyways, let's get to the show, man. We got a good show today. Where do we start? First off, breaking news. Let's see. So, Cassie reacts to Kanye claiming she extorted Diddy. Cassie wants Kanye to she wants Kanye to shut the F up after claiming she tried to extort Diddy. Let's see the previous post. Wait, what? Wait, this is Playboy Cardi. So where's Cassie? I'm confused. Everybody you know hit a girl before. Excuse me, huh? Mind you, a father to 2 daughters. Cassie sued him too. I think it was extortion also. Aside from being abused, I think she was low-key upset that Puff gave Young Miami the career or the exposure she wanted, even though Young Miami had a career before him. P.S. This is my opinion. I don't give a F what the majority thinks. She definitely extorted Diddy. If it wasn't extortion, she should have only been seeking criminal charges, but instead she wanted that 30 milli or she was spilling the beans. Sounds like blackmail and extortion to me. Like Kanye West or not, he never tells lies. He needs his meds. Nurse, he's out again. I mean, she definitely extorted him. She didn't want to pursue a criminal case against him. It was all about the money. Hey, bro. All's fair in love and war, my ninja. All's fair in love and war. That's how the game go. And that's why, fellas, I tell you, be mindful of what you do today because you don't know who you're going to become tomorrow. Besides the point, this is what Kanye said on his tweets. And yeah, we had the episode yesterday. And I mean, I don't know how much I keep reporting on it, but yeah, he been crashing out, bro. Kanye's been crashing out. My ninja, I'm not going to say he lost it and I can't tell a grown man what to do. All I can say is, yes, my ninja crashing out. He's saying the word that rhymes with maggot on, you know, on Twitter and on X and stuff. And I mean, that was normal back in the day, but things have changed. So you can't just do that now. But this is what he said. He said, Cassie came to Puff and said, give me $30 million. I'm going to release a tell-all book. That looks like extortion to me. So Cassie ain't extort Puff. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. How every ninja you know hit a girl before, but everybody's so mad at Puff. Hey, man. My ninja, what? Yo.
But what the hell, boy?
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. I have no comment on this situation. My ninja kind easy. Shout out to Ye, though. Shout out to Ye. Hey, I'll tell you a joke. Y'all finish the rest. I'll tell you a joke. Y'all finish the rest. But yeah, let's see. Back to the show. Well, that was part of the show. This is a show. We're gonna deal with Jess. Jess is the main event, so we're gonna save that. Real quick, I want to discuss this. God of War. They're talking about a live action God of War TV show has been greenlit for 2 seasons at Prime Video. My ninja. Now, for those of you who don't know, I love God of War. I love Kratos, all that. Kratos made me feel he made me feel like it's okay to be bald when I used to worry about going bald before I realized I ain't going bald no time soon. I got good genes, okay? So, yeah. But yeah, he made me feel like it was cool to be bald so long as I had a beard and I took care of my body and stuff. And I love playing all the God of War games. I think I have God of War Remastered right now, somewhere over there. But anyways, my only issue with this, based off of what's known, supposedly the dude that wrote the story did not play the games, and he said he couldn't play the games because he's used to arcade games. So I'm hoping that this comes out, like I'm hoping the fighting style in this TV series comes out properly, because if it's not good, it's gonna flop. I'm letting you guys know right now, it's going to flop. It's gonna flop. Anyways, with that being said, LeVar Ball, let's start here. LeVar Ball says foot amputation stemmed from diabetes complications. Now, shout out all my ninjas spitting all over the mic this early morning. But yeah, shout out to all my ninjas. The reason why we brought this up to you guys today on the Blac Pill is to let you guys know, fellas, ladies, y'all gotta take care of y'all health, bro. Diabetes is a serious thing. I'm pretty sure my granny had diabetes. May she sleep in peace. And I ain't trying to get it. Now it all makes sense thinking back on the show, how all he ate was sweets and he loved sweets. Yeah, bro, we gotta stay away from them sweets, bro. I try not to eat them too much. I don't want diabetes, my ninja, but let's go to TikTok real quick and see what he had to say. I'm pretty sure they spoke to him about it. And if they didn't, we have a content creator that'll be able to tell you better than I can. Shout out to all the content creators that I promote on here as well. Let me see. LeVar Ball. We'll just put diabetes. Let me see. All right, here we go. So he discusses his diabetes complications. We have actual footage we're going to show you. Here it is.
Well, the process, like I said, first they cut off a couple of toes. Then they cut off my foot. Then they said we got to go almost knee high for another surgery. I'm just like, these surgeries, this is too many. Make you think like, man, this killed me and let me go about my business.
Whoa, whoa, shout out to LeVar. Whoa. I feel you, my ninja, when it comes to losing your legs, because boy, if I couldn't walk, boy, I'd be in tears right now, bro. But it's good to have mental strength, and shout out to LeVar for real though, because that's not no joke. You feel me? That's not a joke. That's some serious shit, and that's why I tell y'all got to take care of y'all health, bro. Soon as we get this money up, once the money up, first thing we doing is getting insurance. I mean, I eat healthy, and I exercise every day, but you never know. I could have like some kind of stuff. I mean, hey, first off, let me stop. First off, I go to the doctor. I take care of myself. Let me just.
But what the hell, boy?
For the theatrics of the show, I'm saying this. But in all seriousness, yeah, bro, y'all got to take care of y'all health. Like I said, I go to the gym. I eat healthily. I try my best to. I have to. If I don't eat healthy, I'm actually going to get fat. I have to eat healthy the way my body's set up. And like my body feels like I feel certain stuff when I eat. I feel like more than other people. So I can't add too much salt. I can't do too much sugar. I can't even drink soda like that no more. Like I have to actually, and my doctor made me do this when I was young because I was trying to lose weight. And it worked, but I actually have to dilute my drinks, like the sugary drinks. I have to add water to it. My doctor used to make me do this when I was younger. Pediatrician, shout out to her, Dr. Salazar, Jacqueline Salazar. I remember you, Miss Lady. I miss you. She was very nice, sweet lady. But yeah, I have to dilute my drinks with water. Like if I don't dilute it with water, I wouldn't really like the way it tastes. Like it tastes too sugary. I can taste it. making me salivate right now. So yeah, that's just something to be said about that. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, y'all got to take care of y'all health, bro. Your health should come first at all times. Here we go.
And at the same time, they doing them blood transfusions. I don't like them.
Oh.
But not to have 1, not 2, not 3, 4.
Shit.
So it makes you be like, maybe it's time for me to shut it down.
Nah.
But you know, from what my boys is doing, and Dad, you the toughest dude I know, and this and that, it make you go. Even though I'm a bad man and I don't need much, it's good to have that backing from my boys.
There you go. There you go. Yes, sir, LeVar. It's Mr. Ball. Okay, Mr. Ball. It's a motivational story for us all, man, because it's like I said, blood transfusions, all of that. Oh, man, I don't know if I could do all that. Let me see if they have a longer interview. Here we go.
So I'm telling folks, if you got diabetes, don't just be like, it's just diabetes. I still eat my sugar. Still pay attention to that. Get your checkups. Do what you're supposed to do. I mean,
free game.
If you ain't got no insurance, man, go to urgent care or something. Say, man, get a check on that. Because I'm going to tell you this. A little amputation or a little this, it could have been preventative measures. Because, man, you should see the funniest thing was when I'm in the hospital and they asking me, LeVar, you have anything wrong with your heart? So
they always got to break it down in segments. Let me see.
Get an action photo. I'll be like, yeah. Gotcha.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find. I'm trying to find a little bit more. If I can't find a little bit more, we'll just continue.
First they cut off a couple of toes. Then
we've seen that. Let me see. I guess we'll let this content creator speak. Or let me see.
LeVar Ball opens up about the medical condition that led.
Nah, man, they playing the music. I can't do the music. They finna copyright me. Here we go.
Smiling and wilding while I'm going.
All right, here we go. After this, we'll continue.
But I tell you what, when I do shut it down, you're going to remember who I was. And I'm gonna, like I said, I ain't going to change nobody. I'm going to change this culture. Ownership is everything. If you have something and you care for it and you got pride, that's all it's about. Fatherhood. It's a lot of people trying to be fathers, but at least from what I do on this platform that shows these people, hey, stick around for your kids. Regardless of what goes on with that woman or whatever. Stick around for your kids and do the best you can for you, something that you brought into this world. Because at the end of the day, as a parent, you just want to make sure that when you leave this earth, your kids are well taken care of. Whether you give them some money or you give them a trade where they can take care of themselves while they're working. If your kid ain't going to be 6'5", 6'8", you better put him in education. If you're going to be big, stay with him. You're going to be into sports, get him the right way. So as long as you stay behind him the whole time, like I said, fatherhood to me is something that's mine, and I'm going to care about it till I die. So it ain't going to be like, oh, he going to get behind now, step back. They already made it. They're going to give him all the money. I just hate that they put all these numbers in the
tabloids.
Put all the numbers what the boys make in the paper.
Yeah.
And everybody feels like, oh, tax-free, and they gave him a bag of money right now. So now all the boys worth, LeVar and them worth $500 million. Add everybody, why you adding everybody's now?
Yeah, everybody stop pocket watching. That's why when this shit take off, shout out to the core. Shout out to the core, but yeah, bro, bro. When this shit take off, bro, I'ma pay. If I can, I'ma pay so they can't put my actual money out. Or I'm gonna donate all my money to charity. Quote unquote, my charity, the Adam Effect. Yes, sir. The Adam Effect. But no, in all seriousness, yeah, man, LeVar dropping game to the youngins and to all the fathers. Shout out to all the dads out there. Yeah, man, you gotta kind of help your kids if you can, regardless of what goes on with your lady, whether or not you guys are together, separate, co-parenting, whatever the case may have you. Try to help your kids. And if you can't speak to your kids until they're 18, put yourself in a position to when they're 18, you can potentially help them out if they want the help and they're not causing a problem for you. Like if they're making it easy for you guys to work with each other and work amongst one another. Yeah, man. Put your kids first. You only got one life. Give your kids the best that you can. That's probably what I'm gonna do when I do this. That's why I ain't got no kids yet, because I gotta build up my own stuff. I got to get my money. Once I get my money, all right, let me have some kids. So, I mean, shout out to LeVar. So, yeah, man, moral of that story is take care of your health, guys. Like he said, if you can't get the urgent care, diabetes is a serious thing. All kind of health complications are serious things, and they need to be looked at because, bro, you never know when it's your time to go. We all have a metaphorical hourglass that has sand in it, and the sand is dropping so slowly. So it's something to keep in mind. All right, so we discussed LeVar. What was the next thing? We have Jess right here. Well, Jonathan Majors and Megan Good reportedly got married, so shout out to them. Yep. And marriage is a good thing, you know. Marriage is a good thing. Let me see. I'm gonna pull it up on TikTok. Let's see. Jonathan Majors and Megan Good. I don't know how to spell her name, but let's see. Here we go. Oh no. Let me put married. Fuck. Married. Can we scroll up, please? Why is it scrolling all the way down? All right, here we go.
Did Jonathan Majors and Megan Good tie the knot this morning?
Yes, they did.
It is alleged that they tied the knot with Jonathan Majors' mother doing the actual ceremony now. He got his Coretta. I'm still not supporting his ass because you asked a white woman to be Michelle Obama.
But what the hell, boy?
You what?
You need to leave.
And this is why, shout out to my ninjas, shout out to my brothers all across the diaspora. Fellas, comments like these backhanded comments are the reason why. First off, I have no idea who this lady is. Shout out to this content creator. But that's the reason why I tell you guys, do whatever you want, because no matter what, people are never going to be happy. So do what makes you happy. Let this be the moniker and let this be a testament to you. Shout out to one of my brothers, as I would like to say, but bro, do whatever you got to do, bro. Do what you want, because if you listen to these people, you'll never find peace and never find happiness, because no matter what you do, there's always something wrong with what you do. And it got so tiring for me. And that's why, yeah, I gave up on all the people I used to look up to. A lot of people, family, friends. I used to seek advice from them. I gave up on all of them because no matter what I did, they critiqued every little thing that I did. Every little thing. I'm talking about grow my hair. Oh, you look unprofessional. Grow my facial hair. Oh, you look unprofessional. I mean, it is what it is now. Of course, I gotta line up. But I'm saying though, right? I'm saying, put this clothes on. Oh, where are you going? You look like a thug. Oh, you do this, you do that, you look like a thug. I'll put on jewelry, man, you look like a gangster. You look like a thug. Other people do the same thing. Nobody's saying anything. You put on a wife beater, oh, I'm going to play sports. I put on a wife beater, put on a shirt without any straps. Oh, you look like a gangbanger, like you're trying to run the streets. I'm just going to work out. So, fellas, that's why I tell you, fellas, you got to do what you want to do. Let's run it back.
Did Jonathan Majors and Megan Good tie the knot this morning? It is alleged that they tied the knot with Jonathan Majors' mother doing the actual ceremony now. He got his Coretta. I'm still not supporting his ass because you asked a white woman to be Michelle Obama and Coretta Scott King. Megan Good saved you from a fucked up situation. Yes, black women came to the rescue. She saved him. The D must be really goddamn good. I have to believe it was the D because he ain't got no money allegedly, because Megan Good was allegedly footing his bill for him and the house bills. Girl, it could not have been me. But you got a masterpiece. I ain't gonna deny the black man does look delicious, but his head is fucked up if he think a white woman was.
All right, now she's entitled to her opinion and it's fine. Now, it would not be you, and there's various reasons why it would not be you, but I digress from this conversation. Let's continue.
Be his Coretta Scott or his Michelle Obama. But congratulations, you bagged a body. Not a black man with any respect for black women.
This is what I'm saying, bro.
A body. But
if you listen to these people, these are what they call the backwards people. I'm gonna just say backwards to be politically correct. If you listen to these people, bro, they would have you believe all kind of stuff. They would have you believing up is down and down is up and right is left and left is forward. So, hey, man, I don't even know why I gave her the platform just now. Anyways, like I said, shout out to Jonathan Majors and Megan Good. Nope, no music, but shout out to them. Like I said, sad that y'all had to see that, bro. We had to see this creature right here. Jesus, before I go in on this girl, this creature right here. This creature discussing all this stuff of what she would or wouldn't do. Now, the real question becomes, and like I said, it's no hate to the lady. It's just because she tried to shade them. Would Jonathan Majors go for you? Look at you and look at Megan. What are y'all talking about, bro? Talking about it would not be you, bro. Come on, bro. And that's no hate shit, bro. You ain't have to say all that. The ninja said what he said. Be my corrector. He could have been dead wrong for saying it. It is what it is, bro. He said it, bro. Yeah, some people say all kind of stuff when they in love. I done said some wild shit too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I done said some wild shit. I done had, you know what I've had some girls tell me? Bro, I can't even tell y'all. Bro, I've had girls tell me they want me to beg them. And I'm like,
but what the hell, boy?
I was sitting there like, excuse me? They're like, I want to hear you beg me. I'm like, there's just no way. There's just no way. So, hey, shout out to Lil Baby, though, with the nose thing. All right, so let's discuss Teyana Taylor, and then we're going to get into the main event. Like I said, man, y'all hit that poll, man. Answer the poll. So far, we got one vote saying that she was dead wrong. So far, I'll give you guys my personal opinion. I don't think she was dead wrong. I don't think she was dead wrong, but it's a multifaceted thing, and it's a colorism thing. And like I said, what I feel like is, and I'll discuss it more when we get to that point in the show, which is going to be probably in the next 10 minutes. But yeah, I wouldn't say she's wrong. I would say maybe her delivery was off. And the reason why is because based off of the little things I've seen, but we're going to do a deep dive. Based off of the little things that I've seen, she should have came to them in private first before going public with that information. But I tell her, like I tell everybody that I know personally that I rock with, the people you work with are not your friends. They're not going to take up for you if push comes to shove. I've been saying this to everybody I know. The reason why I know this is because I've had a multitude of jobs where people try to set me up and throw me under the bus, and I was able to get another job. It's not hard to get a job. The problem is the people that you work with will sometimes act like they're your friends, and low-key, they may be jealous of you or hating on you. Now, I'm not referring to Jess in this situation. I'm just saying, in a general sense. To bring it back to Jess, I'll do that in about 10 minutes. So now let me get into the next part of the show. So like I say, y'all stick around, bro. All right, so Teyana Taylor supposedly, based off of what it says on Instagram, supposedly wants, what's this ninja name? Iman Shumpert in jail. My ninja. I read this, I was like, what? I'm gonna pull it up right now. Let me see. Let's go to Say Cheese. Excuse me. Let me see. Was it right here? Was it Say Cheese or was the other one? Let me see. If it's not Say Cheese, maybe it's the Shade Room Teens. I don't know. At this point, I don't know. Shade Room, no. Let me see. Say Cheese, TMZ. We'll go to TMZ then. Yep. So consent, of course. So Teyana Taylor files a petition against Iman Shumpert. Those divorce reports were fake and you know it. So according to documents obtained by TMZ Hip Hop, Teyana Taylor claims she's been getting skewered on social media over misleading reports about who got what in their divorce. And we discussed this before on one of our previous streams, our previous shows. Taylor insists that it wasn't a settlement at all because the parties only got what was awarded by the court, including vehicles and a tour bus, which she says were paid for on her own. Comments. Let's see what the comments say, and then we're going to see if we can find some more on TikTok. He is playing a dirty game, and she is tired of her, and Cardi literally married their biggest haters. What? What does Cardi B have to do with this? What are you talking about?
But what the hell, boy?
What? Girl, please take us out the group chat. After how I seen her let their child talk to him on national TV, I'm on his side. Facts. And y'all remember that. That was wild. If it wasn't just enough. She want it all. Aaron Pierre, you better run for the hills. That pretty face and body ain't worth the hassle, my man. What is she mad about? Because he blabbed about how she wanted other women? Because he blabbed about how she wanted other women in their bedroom and a marriage that she got all the stuff and has to maintain all of it? She's still angry while she really hates him, the father of her own children. Yeah, there's something seriously that needs to be said and discussed about the fact that, like, all these people who end up like single after having kids with each other, it's so weird to me. And it's very traumatizing for the people who don't have kids to see this stuff blow up on social media, where it's like you were sleeping with this person and you created life with this person, right? You created life with this person and now you don't even want to be with this person. I find it very, very odd. It's very jarring. I'm trying to use new words here. It's very jarring here. It's very jarring for me. My bad. I'm trying to use new words here. But yeah, let's pull it up. Let me see. But supposedly she wants him in jail. That's what I read. Let me see. Damn, I'm hungry. Teyana Taylor. What's her name? Teyana Taylor? I think her name is Teyana. Iman Shumpert. Let's see what's popping up. Well, first, this is what they're talking about. Here we go.
Teyana Taylor just cleaned house in her divorce from Iman Shumpert. It is being reported that there was a no cheating clause in their prenuptial agreement, and he broke the clause, resulting in Teyana Taylor literally getting everything amid their divorce. It is being reported that Teyana Taylor has received a 7-figure settlement, $8,000 monthly. She received their 4 marital homes that accumulate a worth of $10 million. She received their $70,000 Benz Sprinter, a $300,000 Maybach. Iman Shumpert has to still foot the bill for his daughter's private school costs, and Teyana Taylor gets to keep all of her businesses. Now, Teyana Taylor definitely cleaned house. Iman Shumpert has a net worth of around $16 million, and Teyana Taylor had a net worth of $5 million, even though Iman Shumpert allegedly earned around $48 million throughout his time in the NBA, which lasted from 2011 to 2021. Following him retiring from the NBA, he's dibbling and dabbling in a little bit of acting. He's appeared on The Chi. He's appeared in Them.
Yo, shout out to all the movie producers. Put me in a movie, bro. Y'all know what it is. Gang. Put me in a movie. I'll do this. I really do this. I gotta move the camera. I be feeling like I'm talking here. Let me move the camera. Oh shit. I might have messed up. All right, we're just gonna have it like this. Yeah, bro. Put me in a movie, dog. Put me in a movie. Y'all know what it is. All right, here we go.
He's appeared in Under the Influence. These are all TV series and movies. And he also appeared on one of my favorite shows that's out today, which is BET's College Hill Celebrity Edition. I don't know why on God's green earth would Iman agree to a no cheating clause being put in their prenuptial agreement if he knows that he is a serial cheater. But that is none of my business. Teyana Taylor is about to have a field day with all of these coins. I'm curious to...
Yeah, man. Hey, bro. All right, let's see. Iman Shumpert petition. Let's see what's going on here. 46 minutes ago, an hour ago. Shout out to these content creators. What? He's not in jail.
Now we got Teyana
Taylor. She wants him in jail.
Getting some pushback. Now she wants Iman Shumpert in jail for allegedly leaking terms of their court agreement. And she went out there, and I have a video later today saying that she spent he crashed a Rolls Royce. That's why she got the car. She spent her money on the tour, one of the cars, and she said that the homes were split. He got 3 homes. She got 4 homes. You notice she said he crashed the car that I paid for and never replaced it, and I thought it was us. I thought when we was married it was we. a perfect example. Men don't never really be asked for women to be thrown in jail, but women be so quick to throw men in jail because you embarrassed by the internet. You embarrassed because you shiesty. You embarrassed because you put it out there. You really didn't like him at first, and now it makes a lot of sense that you shiesty him. Didn't address why you got to pay $8,000 in child support, pay tuition, and give you at least $1 million.
Fellas, y'all got to get with the program, my ninja.
Money don't matter to men. Women's money don't matter to men.
Bro, y'all gotta get with the program, bro. I'm gonna tell you the program, bro. Y'all want to know the program, bro? The program is this, bro. You as a man are a tool. That's it, and that's all. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. Yes, sir. You're a tool. You're a tool. You're a tool. You're part of this system. The women are part of this system. The women are going to play their role in the system regardless. You can try and go against the system, but you're a tool, and we all got to bite the bullet, okay, for lack of a better term. We all have to bite the metaphorical bullet. So at some point, even me, shout out to Black Madam and shout out to whoever I may potentially be with, right? Or maybe not be with, who knows, right? But if you have kids in America, this is liable to happen regardless of if you get married, don't get married. You coming up off some money, bro. Here we go.
Teyana Taylor wants jail time for her ex-husband Iman. She is.
Hold on, we need something better. Here we go.
Taking everything that man had to own in court was not enough. Teyana Taylor is pushing for Iman Shumpert to be jailed after she's accusing him of leaking court documents pertaining to their divorce.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
She alleges that Iman used the divorce as a publicity stunt to promote his rap song.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
This is so...
My thing is, my only thing about it, right? Let's say he did. I'm always confused as to why the woman will try and stop the bag if she's going to get a piece of the bag. So if he makes money off of it, she's getting paid from him making money. So I'm confused why she would stop that. I don't know, but here we go.
Unhealthy and toxic. This man is the father of your child. You already stripped him of everything and you gonna turn around and push for him to be jailed? Didn't Tom Cruise or somebody just slap her on the ass? Wasn't she just out here doing sexy ass scenes with everybody and their mama? You already embarrassed the man enough. You already showed the man wasn't on your level. You already belittled him to the highest heights. Why y'all be so bitter? I need the women to get in my comments and help me understand what y'all hate so much about the black man. Huh? What's up with you Teyanas of the world? What did we do to y'all to where y'all want to take everything we have and put us... So let me...
I'll tell you what it is. You want to know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. It's because y'all be going for it, bro. So the problem is the black man allows people to disrespect him and he goes for it. Now, I'm not saying you have to beat everybody up that disrespects you because you can't fight the world. But what you have... The best thing you can do is take your energy and apply it elsewhere. So you guys, a lot of times, like for example, right? I'm gonna use me as an example. I used to want to be loved by people. Let me leave this open. I used to want to be loved by people. I used to want to be liked by people. And the more that I wanted to be loved and liked by my peers, the more they started to dislike me. I used to do extra things, go out of my way for people. They started to dislike me. They started to try and get over on me. They started asking for too much. They started asking me for things that they wouldn't do for me if I needed it, right? And after a while, it made me cold. So then I realized, you know what? I'm done being liked. And my advice to all black men, right? I'm saying all across the diaspora, whatever type of black man you are, is to accept being disliked. You know how there's heroes, like, okay, you know how there's Batman. Shout out to Batman, right? Shout out to all the heroes. Now, Batman's a good example, but I'm not saying be like Batman. I'm trying to use Batman as an example to say, stop trying to be the hero in everybody's story and be the anti-hero, okay? You heard it here first. I'm willing to be the anti-hero now. So I'm willing to be disliked to push my own agenda because nobody try to push my agenda. They only like you when you're willing to submit. And I mean submit in all aspects. When you're willing to do what everybody else says and put yourself last, that's when they like you as a black man in America. They're not going to like you if you put yourself first. My advice to you is put yourself first and accept being disliked by people. Now, it's not going to be easy. And you're going to go through trials and tribulations. But when you come out on the other side, you're going to come out stronger. So now I go for nothing. I go for no bullshit. If it's bullshit, I'm walking the other way. And like I said, I don't have to put hands on anybody. I'm a big dude. I'm not finna go to jail just because somebody's scared of me or whatever or want to fight me. No, I'm just putting my energy elsewhere. I have no time for the bullshit. If I smell it on you, metaphorically, if I smell BS on you, I'm going the other way. That's it. So like I said, y'all got to change y'all mindset. Y'all got to shift y'all energy elsewhere. And when they come back, like I said, you make them eat dirt before you even deal with them. That's just how I feel, though. Like I said, everybody entitled to their own opinion. So it is what it is, man. Shout out to Teyana, though. She getting that bag. Shout out to Iman, too. All right, y'all. We at the main event. Y'all know what it is, what y'all been waiting for. Let's discuss, man. Jess Hilarious. Let's discuss. So first things first, we got to pull up Corey Holcomb. Shout out to Corey, man. The OG, triple OG, the true OG. Putting the fellas on game with how it works in these American streets. Corey Holcomb made comments about Jess Hilarious, and Loren Lorosa is her name. By the way, I never heard of that woman till yesterday. And I seen her on The Breakfast Club. I was wondering who she was, but watch this. Corey Holcomb, Jess. So they've been beefing for a hot little minute. It's been years. Let's see. This is what he said about Jess Hilarious. And like I said, answer the poll in the chat. Shout out to Twitch. Twitch, if you in here, come to YouTube and answer the poll right quick.
Came back.
Here we go.
And now I heard about her up at the Breakfast Club.
She got it.
Well, this is what happened at the Breakfast Club. She took that job. She got that job because I think she had a social media presence. I can't imagine why else.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
She got that job. And I always said she wasn't talented.
The same up a wall.
She got the job and got knocked up shortly afterwards. And the worst thing in the world happened. They brought in somebody who was talented.
Who they bring in?
Homegirl from she used to be on TMZ.
Yeah, she has experience with doing that. When she talks, her voice. I don't know her name.
Yeah.
The girl who
Loren.
is.
Yes, her name is Loren Lorosa or whatever, and she's on the right side of this little picture right here.
Loren, that girl know what she doing. She knows how to fit in with Charlamagne and the other guy, DJ Envy. It's like it's seamless when she there.
Right.
It's the talent. The talent shows out. And then Les Hilarious ain't even reading right. And now she had a job where all she had to do was deliver the news. She had a segment on The Breakfast Club. The other girl who has experience and talent at this job took her segment. Right. Not because she tried to, it's just...
Now, like I said, first off, everything's for entertainment purposes only. Secondly, I'm attracted to both women, so I'm not going to speak illy of neither. We're just going to put that out there. I'm attracted to Jess, and I'm attracted to Loren, so let's just put that out there. So don't be shocked if I have no side that I actually pick. Here we go.
Just, you saw somebody who's talented, and then you see... Read that, Les Hilarious.
And she stood in for her when she took off maternity leave.
When she stood in for... Les Hilarious, you should have had your baby on camera at the Breakfast Club.
Shout out to Corey. Hey, but I'm saying, though, he low-key right, though, because believe it or not, that actually would have solidified the deal. That would have solidified their relationship with one another. It would have actually built a stronger foundation for her if she ended up almost possibly having her baby at the Breakfast Club or coming close to having her baby at the Breakfast Club. It would have solidified a foundation in their relationship with each other because they would have shared that moment. So I'm agreeing with Corey on that one. Here we go.
They brought in somebody who is talented. And you could say I'm dissing because that's what you're going to do. You're going to act like I'm hating. I'm not hating. You don't got the it. Your segment could have been good if you knew how to deliver it right. But now they got somebody doing your segment better than you, and it's just flawless. And now...
Damn. Shout out to Corey. Damn, got me thinking, my ninja. Do I got the it? We gonna have to see. Do I got the it?
But what the hell, boy?
I don't know if I got the it, but before we go to Jess's response, I want to see what's this lady name? Loren Lorosa. I call her Lorenzo. My bad. Shout out to Loren. Hey, she a fine brown-skinned woman. Yes, sir. Here she go right here.
Loren becoming a straight fact. She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on things.
The latest with Loren Lorosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
Yeah, she's straight though.
Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
No, but did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Look good, but she don't got no ties.
Yeah.
Walk out with the size.
Shout out Loren.
Yo, let me know what the prize. Squabble up. Squabble up.
They gonna give me a copyright for this one.
Squabble up.
Jesus.
Squabble up.
Come on, bro. All right, I like to look at Loren.
I know. Taylor.
Yeah, but look, see, the sad thing, Loren, I like Jess Hilarious before I liked you, and I'm loyal to Jess. Shout out to Jess, my baby. Jess made me like Baltimore. Here we go.
Shout out to Taylor.
Dropping a cool bomb for Taylor gang.
Nice, Lauren. Yeah, she be running it up.
Yeah, you making me smile. Pretty privileged, man. Hey, fellas, look, what we gotta understand, man. Ladies, everybody, it's pretty privileged, man. If you pretty, you gonna be on there, bro. They both nice to look at, though. So, I'm trying to see her speaking. Hold up.
Loren Lorosa is here. We're having a conversation because Jess Hilarious went crazy on Instagram last night.
And I knew the live would.
Oh, okay. So I guess we just gonna skip to it. All right. So this is what happened. Here we go. Upset. This is what she said today.
You know, Charlamagne, you don't get upset, whatever. But I knew that it would upset Envy. I knew it would upset Loren. That's why you closed the elevator this morning.
That was crazy. Now, why would you do that, Loren?
I know.
She closed the elevator. Hey, y'all gotta stop being petty, bro. Come on, bro. Why she closed the elevator? Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
They pulled up at the same time.
At the same time where we paused. And she was in front of me.
She saw Jess. She didn't know what Jess was on. So she you remember when Q was on Juice and he thought Bishop was behind him?
I hit the button one time. And this is why.
I heard the button.
All right, look, before we even start, hey, man, I'm going to say it like this. Shout out to Charlamagne. Shout out to DJ Envy. I remember loving listening to the Breakfast Club coming up. I used to be trying to call. Shout out to one of my exes. I've been calling number 9. We've been calling number 9 before. I remember we got to go up to see Miguel. We got to see Miguel on 99 Jam. Shout out to Miguel. Yo, Miguel is short. Yeah, so we've been calling number 9 before. We used to call and stuff. So shout out to the Breakfast Club and everything, man. I love them. They do questionable things. I ain't gonna lie. I have been critical of them, and I'm always gonna continue to be critical of them because they look like me, and I'm pretty sure they do the same thing about me if they knew who I was, right? But yeah, I'm gonna say it like this, bro. When it comes to older men, like for example, guys, I told you just now that as ninjas, right, as black men, we should stop giving a F, right? We should stop giving a fuck about what people say. So look, this is me at my age. I'm in my 20s. I think DJ Envy and Charlamagne are in their 40s. Approaching 50, right? So, or 45, whatever. So y'all gotta understand, if I have this don't give a fuck right now, imagine where they're at. So I guess you wanted them to defend her, right? Jess wanted them to defend her. And before we get here, we're gonna go back. Jess wanted them to defend her. And my thing is, you know, they're not gonna defend you because you're not like we just worked together. That's like you defending your coworkers. Like, it's just not, it's the same exact concept. Only difference is they're on the radio with it. Let me see. So this is what Jess said. Here we go. Hold on.
Supposed to be a team up that bitch, not one person.
Well, wait. Let me see. Let's start here with Corey. Here we go.
That retired ass nigga.
Damn, Jess looking beautiful.
Who still think he not retired. Nigga, you ain't doing nothing.
And let me just diffuse this for you guys too. Corey Holcomb is not retired. This ninja, look, the 5150 podcast streams at like 10 o'clock or something at night. Yo, them ninjas got 50,000 people pulling up every night. Shout out to Corey Holcomb, bro. Trust me, bro. It's like that, bro. They got pulled, bro. They got pulled. Respect to that podcast, bro. 5150.
And honestly, if he didn't hate me so much, I would actually agree with some shit that he was saying. I would. The girl is great at what she do. Loren with the latest is flawless. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. She got that. I fought for that. The fuck is we talking about?
Loren with the latest, you know, it's catchy. It's catchy.
I don't know how long it's gonna take for a motherfucker to confirm that. But yeah, it's like that. I started saying shit on air. Like I said, I don't know if y'all really listen to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all really listen to that shit 6 a.m. or whatever. Yeah. That retired ass nigga.
Hold on.
I advocated for that. Get that shit to her. Get that segment to her, man. That girl do what she do. She do it great. She was doing it great at TMZ. She doing it great at the Breakfast Club. I also been said that she did great during the co-hosting year too. Said that. Along with Claudia Jordan and Jason Lee. I also said that. Okay? Stop trying to make me out to be the villain. Or like I'm the fucking hater or something. I ain't never gonna hate on no fucking woman. Ever.
Now, what, like I said, shout out to Miss Jess Hilarious. I got a soft spot for you, whether or not you know. But yeah, man, I think what it comes down to is yeah, like I said, I was saying this earlier, like 10-15 minutes ago. Yeah, fellas, ladies, I gotta realize, bro, these jobs is not your friend, bro. Like, they give you the position, they want you to work, bro. This ain't no game. Y'all gotta understand, yeah, they paying you and all that, and you can work with them, but this is business at the end of the day. So, you know, you gotta do the job. It's a job. You gotta do the job the way they want you to do the job. With the whole pregnancy thing, I think she did take leave, and I'm not saying it was wrong for her to take leave. But Corey Holcomb made a good point. She should have been like around. And I'm saying in the sense that she should have allowed them kind of, not to peek into her life, but to kind of like help her out with the pregnancy, because it would have showed that she's willing to work. Like, she's there while she's pregnant. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense to people, but like I said, one thing that's true is Loren, from what I've seen, she brings certain attributes to the show, just like Jess brings certain attributes to the show. Jess with the mess, Jess Hilarious with her comedic stuff. Some people don't like it. I used to find it funny because the way she used to make her videos and stuff, I found it funny. I like some of them. They used to make me laugh. But that's, you know, everybody has their own personal opinions. Like I said, one thing about it, I'm not saying she was wrong. I'm saying it was just a different way to go about it. So addressing it like this on here, I understand that you work for the Breakfast Club, but you got to kind of be mindful. You can't do that because it makes you look a certain way. Now, I'm not the boss of you, and I'm pretty sure you're older than me, so I can't tell you what to do. But I'm saying, like, you got to kind of address it. You should have addressed it in private, because addressing it in public doesn't make you look professional. And that's the whole thing. And remember, y'all work with each other, but y'all work for the network. So the Breakfast Club is DJ Envy, Charlamagne, and used to be Angela Yee, but they're not the Breakfast Club. They are replaceable. The only reason why they haven't been replaced is because they're considered a Breakfast Club by the masses. And if they were to be replaced by people we don't like or necessarily know, the show would lose ratings. But they're not the Breakfast Club. They're not the people that are paying you, as far as I'm aware. The radio show is the people that's paying you. So 99 Jams or whatever, 96.5, they the one that's paying y'all. Here we go.
No. Now listen. I may not say everything that y'all, you know, I may offend women here and there. I offend men here and there. You know, I offend others here and there, you know.
In a real way. Shout out to Aaron. Here we go.
Okay. Y'all ain't gonna agree with everything I say and do, but I am never going to hate on a woman, especially if she got it going on. Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't say she was hating, but what y'all gotta realize is, yeah, it's competition, bro. Like, the writings on the wall is competition. I ain't even know about Loren with the latest, right? So now we figured this out, Loren with the latest. So look, Jess with the mess, Loren with the latest. You know they're watching the numbers to see who does more, who gets more going on, whatever the case may have you.
And Loren Lorosa got it going on. She did. You know what I'm saying? I tell her that. Ask her. I don't know if she'll say it online. She thanks me on air, but she don't thank me online. I don't, you know what I'm saying? And I guess, you know, shit a little different.
And that's why I say shout out to Jess, but this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen, these people just work with you, bro. Y'all could be nice to each other, but these people just work with you. These people are not your friends. Until y'all really hang out, like y'all have personal conversations, bro. Like y'all know shit. Y'all got dirt on each other, bro. These people, you don't know these people, bro. They're just your coworkers. Please understand that, guys. That's the main message for today. The people you work with are your coworkers. They're not expected to do anything for you but help you do your job. That was a bar.
Online. But if niggas is a team, if we supposed to be a team, how about y'all clear some of this shit up for y'all teammate?
And that's what I'm talking about. There's at work stuff and at home stuff. So when it comes to online on social media, it's not their job to defend you on social media. Now, if they choose to, more power to them and more power to you, but it's not their job to defend you because, yeah, y'all a team, but y'all just work with each other. They're not your friends. Even if they portray as such or whatever, yeah, we're all nice to each other at work because we have to tolerate each other. I'm not saying they don't like you, but that doesn't mean they're going to stick up for you every time.
This shit is ran like a high school.
Yeah, that's life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ran like a high school.
That's life. Yeah.
It is. Fair East Side High. Fair East Side High.
Shout out to Fair East Side. Never been.
Before Mr. Clark, though.
What?
Oh, he got that job. Because I think she had a social media presence.
All right, so that's what Corey said. All right, so let's go back now to fast forward to this morning. Let me go pull it back up on TikTok. Fast forward to this morning on TikTok. Here we go. So they were saying that Loren had locked the door.
Where's Loren Lorosa?
The elevator. And like I said, when it comes to Charlamagne and DJ Envy, I don't think they care. They've been doing it for too long. They seen people pit themselves against each other and all that. They don't really beef with each other. Like I said, it is what it is, bro. They just work together. Shout out to DJ Envy. Shout out to Charlamagne. The Jizzard. I don't want to call him the God. And big pause because I said Jizz. Here we go.
Here. We're having a conversation because Jess Hilarious went crazy on Instagram last night.
And I knew the live would upset. You know, Charlamagne, you don't get upset, whatever. But I knew that it would upset.
Yeah, Charlamagne don't give a shit because Charlamagne used to be wilding out. That's the thing, and that's what we all have to understand. Sometimes we got to give people the benefit of the doubt and give people grace and give people room to grow. I'm not saying they didn't do that for Jess, but what I am saying is everybody is being critical of her, and it's like if y'all want her actually working there, are you not going to give her room to grow? So let's say she's stumbling when she's reading. You can discuss that in the meeting. Say, hey, I'm not coming at you personally. This is something you need to work on. It's going to help you be more effective at your job. Now, I don't know if they've done that, but if they've done that and then she continues to kind of do the same mistakes, okay, let's reassess the situation. But give people the grace to make mistakes. That's where we all fail as people now. We're so critical of each other and we see social media and not everybody has the idea of being a perfectionist. I said this with my music now. I'm putting my music out at 60% and it's not going to be 100% because I've fallen into this idea of perfectionism and that's not real. Show me one thing in society today that's perfect. Like you can actually physically see. I'm not saying a mathematical equation or whatever the case may have you. I'm saying something that you can see in real life that's perfect. I guarantee you I could point out a flaw. And that's the problem. Since we're all chasing this idea of perfectionism, we give no grace to people. We need to start giving grace to people. Here we go.
Upset. Envy, I knew it would upset Loren. That's why you closed the elevator this morning.
That was crazy. Now, why would you do that, Loren?
It's funny because she called. Why she called it out? Why she called it out?
I know.
I just wanted to.
They pulled up at the same time.
And we paused. And she was in front of me.
She saw Jess. She didn't know what Jess was on.
She said,
she hit the button. You remember when Q was on Juice and he thought Jess was behind him?
I remember when Charlamagne got pressed, bro. He pressed Charlamagne. He had to run, bro. It's really like that out here in these streets. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. You got to protect yourself, bro. Journalists, radio hosts, radio personality, bro. You got to protect yourself out here in these streets, dog, because you never know what time people are on. So shout out to Loren for doing what she had to do to protect herself, bro. Jess ghetto, bro. She from the hood. Shout out to Jess.
I felt like I didn't know what to say to you because I was so thrown off by parts of that live yesterday. I'm like, bro, we be talking at least enough. Like, we don't got to be friends outside of here. But
Look. I did not watch this. And this is what I said. This is exactly what I said. People are your friends at work. When you punch out that clock, they don't know you, bro. They're not your friends, bro. They're not going to stick up for you. They're not going to cut for you. They're not going to look out for you. Most of the time. Here we go.
Like I've always said to you off air, whenever things have happened, we've had conversations about a lot of different things. Let's talk. Call me. What's up? What's the issue? What's going on?
The issue is the whole narrative. Like, I understand F the comments and F the people and all that. But it's not all about them. It's how I'm feeling too. What if I'm feeling the same way the people feel? You know what I'm saying? So what? Because niggas online feel a certain way.
Whoa, are they allowed to say the N-word on air? Whoa. You see, Jess, that's where it's like, hey, Jess.
But what the hell?
You can't do that, bro. I don't know if y'all on air, and I know this is, this the uncensored version, but like, bro, you can't do that, bro. Because they looking at you saying ninja, bro. Here we go.
I feel the same way they feel about it.
Call me and curse me out. Call in
I've
and
done
curse them
that.
out. Yes, you do.
Yes, like
Okay.
I've done that. You
But
know
I
what I
think
mean?
there's a bigger issue sometimes too, because I feel like, all right, you'll call him, you'll cuss him out. We might talk about different situations, but I think a lot of times if there's an issue for real, and then it don't be no movement in here, it's like there's an issue outside and then there's no movement in here, and then we just all in here like he ha. Like you're doing a lot of it right now. You're laughing and joking, but for real, you know that she's up here crying. Nothing about that is funny. Like
Nah. See, and this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, this where y'all gotta get up out y'all feelings, bro. As far as I know, you guys are making good money. And you're saying, yeah, she's crying. It's like, bro, this is your job, bro. Like, what are you crying about, bro? You're sitting here talking. You're getting paid to speak. And this is how we look at it. This is how the regular people look at it. It's like, bro, what are you crying about? Fuck the comments. That's when I say fuck the comments. Even me, I have to deal with the comments. People say negative shit about what I'm saying, me even speaking all the time. But it's like, bro, what are y'all talking about, bro? Yeah, she's crying, but it's like, don't cry, bro. Like, what are you crying about? Like, this is a job. Imagine me going to work as a construction worker crying. That don't make sense, bro. That's where y'all gotta turn around and be like, yo. And another thing too, yeah, I understand that she's being serious, but they're trying to make light of the situation to tell her, hey, not to gaslight her, but just to tell her, hey, you know, lighten up a little bit. Like, I understand that this is kind of stressful or whatever, but let's discuss it and you don't have to be angry. They're not doing it in a way to insult her or to intimidate her or to gaslight her or guilt trip her. Here we go.
there's real issues and real problems, and we don't really get to the gist of it.
I want the record to show I see Jess cry a lot. So
it doesn't matter if
you see. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Here we go.
Cry 1,000 times.
Talking about you. I'm not even talking to y'all. I'm not talking to y'all. See, because when I try to be serious,
you see, but look, and this is why I say Charlamagne and DJ Envy. Well, DJ Envy, you know, shout out to the light skinned ninjas, man. Shout out to the light skinned ninjas. You know, them light skinned ninjas care, but that's what I'm saying. Where it's like, bro, you trying to joke, and it's like, okay, yeah, you know, I get it, you're being serious, but he's saying that as a passive aggressive joke. Like, yes, she cries a lot. It's like, bro, this is work, bro. We're working.
The talk, you see what I'm saying? You see how they do me?
What I'm saying is that I think at this moment, because this is East Side High, West Side, whatever high we gonna be, we here and we together,
Fairmont.
So we got to figure this out. And
Fair
it's not,
East or whatever.
Not a joke. And I can understand some of where you was coming from, but bro, part of that live I thought was crazy. I'm like, what, Jess? Like,
what part did you think was crazy?
What part?
What's crazy to me is, why are we sitting here worrying about everybody's feelings when we trying to make this money? Why are we worried about feelings when it's about this money, bro? Like me, look, mistakes I made with my music, real quick. I was so focused on trying to appeal to everybody when I need to be focused on making this money with this music. Sitting here trying to talk about what I want to talk about when I'm rapping. I have no fan base. What am I doing? This is business. That's what I'm saying, where y'all got to get it together mentally. But shout out to Jess, though. Like I said, Jess gets a pass. Shout out to Jess. Here we go.
Because, like, it's not like you didn't hear anything in that live that I haven't said to you.
I heard a lot that you didn't say to me.
Okay, so what part?
See, look, this is drama, bro.
Okay, so the part about the talking over each other and the hush, be quiet, because you talk about how you feel in real time, right?
Yeah,
I'm feeling in real time. That be quiet. That was crazy.
I'm telling you, bro, y'all got to get up out your feelings, dog. Stop getting your panties in the water. No pun intended, bro. What we talking about, bro? Because somebody told you be quiet? Bro, well, I don't know the full context, so let me stop right there. Like I said, I'm doing my own show. You know what it is. I'm just commenting on the current situation, the current state of affairs of these whole issues. But I'm just like, bro, like what? So somebody told you be quiet? Yeah, I get it. I mean, I don't want nobody to tell me to be quiet too, but come on, bro. Let it go.
The shut up, I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay, shut up.
We really giving up here. Like, what's up?
Okay,
right?
But I didn't. None of that was said. You didn't say anything about that.
And then when I pulled you into the office with our EP with Eddie, the first thing I said to you was, Jess, we fighting for airtime and it shouldn't be like that. I want to know what can I do better as a producer? What can we do better as the two women sitting right here next to each other to make sure that don't happen, because it doesn't look good. It's not going to play well for either one of us.
I literally swear to God, I don't even remember you saying that.
And that's exactly why I had Eddie in the room or EP to have this
I never ever heard that.
Because
you've pulled me to.
Ladies, why y'all always do this, bro? Why y'all always got to beef with each other, bro? It ain't that serious, bro. And like I said, I understand you guys are competing, but did you ever think, hey, just do my job the best I can and it is what it is? That's it, bro. Here we go.
Side a few times to ask me, you know, are you okay? How do you feel like about the stories and things like that? You've never said what you just said to me. Now listen, I have said, hush, shut up. Yo, you
look,
talk.
And like I said, the question becomes, what do you guys think? Do you think Jess is wrong for her statements? Do you think she's wrong for the way that she feels? Or do you think that Loren's wrong? Or are they both correct? Or are they both wrong? What do you guys think, man? Here we go.
Like I said, I'm not about to be up here fighting for no mic. Like, I'm not doing that. If I already got the job, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm not. It's four voices. Three of us are very opinionated. You know what I mean? Me, you, and Charlamagne. I'm not saying Envy don't got no opinion, but he don't jump in every single time there's dead air. You know what I'm saying? When you over talk. And it's like the only time you can quiet down is somebody be like, shut up or hush.
My mom don't even tell me shut up, Jess. I'm a grown-ass woman.
And I understand. You could have said that on air right then.
Now, see, I understand this. I understand the whole, now, if it gets disrespectful, if it's getting disrespectful, okay, cool. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, don't tell people shut up, because you don't know what type of time they on, and they will take it the wrong way. So you got to be careful how you say it. Or it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. Don't be telling people shut up, because they going to get mad, bro.
Yeah, right after when you say you put me in office, you never put me nowhere to tell me that.
Because the way that I do things when it comes to my job and my career, that's not what we on. And I told you from the jump, I was never going to give that to you.
Okay.
Ever. And I did.
And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. And what it comes back down to is this is a job. So if you can't conduct yourself with decorum, they will fire you. And I mean, of course, everybody's saying that the writing's on the wall. They're looking at Loren and they're going to see if Loren's going to replace Jess. And that's why she crashing out like that. And that's why she feel the way she feels. So like I said, guys, what do you think? Here we go.
Our first conversation, I said, if I ever have an issue with you, I'm going to handle it in a way where we can get through a conversation, because we grown. And regardless, you don't got to love me. You don't got to like me, but we here together. I'm here.
And listen, like I said earlier, the internet loves mess.
Yes, you are here.
And one of the easiest ways to create mess is to pit women against each other.
And you're here because of an opportunity that I extended.
Regardless
like, no. I'm not sitting.
And I understand where Jess is coming from with the opportunity, but you got to understand, once you extended the opportunity and the favor's been done, you can't throw it in somebody's face. Not saying that you are Miss Hilarious, but I'm saying you can't put it in their face. Even if you're not throwing it, there's no need to even bring it up. It already happened. Here we go.
Yeah, like, you don't deserve to be here. I'm not sitting here like you're not here. You're not going anywhere. That's first and foremost, let's get that. It may be my delivery or whatever. But yeah, you are here. I ain't never say you shouldn't be here. I said from the whole jump, yeah, Shorty do the job, great, she's amazing. That's why I want it to be her segment. I
think y'all can work very well together. And once again, you got to stop letting the internet pit y'all against each other. I know the internet has created a narrative, Loren versus Jess versus Loren.
No, but
that's what it is.
And that's what I'm trying to say is the internet is there. We see it. None of us can ignore it. I saw that Corey thing a week ago. It didn't say nothing about it.
But y'all clear up everything else. Nobody want to clear up that I'm not feeling that. I don't like you, or I'm hating on a.
They say I'm gay. I never came up here and said I don't suck no pee-pee. That's true.
Charlamagne. Charlamagne said, he said they say I'm gay and I've never came on here and said I suck no pee-pee, man. Hey, this ninja wild, bro.
Different now. Come on.
The last time I attempted to do that, Jess, it went so bad that I said I wasn't going to do it again.
Attempted to do what?
I don't dislike you. You don't dislike me. The day you came back. That's what my intentions was. And we talked about it.
That was different. The way when I did come back, Loren, you have to admit that ish was crazy. The way we had a setup, we had something going, we had a whole nother plan. It went left. You came in here and it's like you did something totally different.
Loren Lorosa is here.
All right, so that's that. Let me see. We'll have a little bit more and then we're gonna call it a day. Let me see on Instagram the rest. Hold on. And shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. Like I said, comment your thoughts. Shout out to everybody who watches us on the playback. Comment your thoughts, bro. Let us know how you feel. Let me see. Here we go.
Ever since I came back, it was weird. Yes, it was weird. Yeah, I at first, no, I did not. I wasn't too fond of Loren. Nah, I wasn't too fond of her when I came back because we had a whole plan. Even how when I came back, how I pick her to fill in for me, right? I come back, she ain't never leave. Then, all right, cool that she don't leave, but she's on only during my segment. If she was meant to be a fourth host, move her in another way. Why she got to be moved in on? Because nobody had a problem with Jess with the mess until she started reading right. You know what I mean? Till she started reporting. I wasn't hired as a reporter. I was hired as Jess with the mess. Till she started reading and delivering details and all that stuff. Yes. Then that's when Jess with the mess wasn't good enough no more. That's how it was presented. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Who said that though? Because the internet said that?
What are we talking about?
Like I said, Jess Hilarious, the way I feel, her feelings are valid. If Loren wasn't supposed to be there forever, her feelings are valid. If she wasn't supposed to be there. Now, supposedly she's saying, from what they're saying, what the comment everybody's saying, is that she said that she didn't have an issue with her being there and that's why she's still there. But that just lets you know, like I said, people are not your friends, bro. You gotta, hey man, put yourself first, my ninja. Let's see.
No. This is our listeners. This is yeah. Why can't we? Ever since I came back,
hold up.
Gonna be a fourth voice. Why she only got to be a fourth voice on my segment?
She wasn't a fourth voice. She was a producer. She was hired as a news producer to help with getting all news and doing interviews.
She was gonna be the senior news producer.
She wasn't on there when you came back. Loren was not on there. She was in the back doing questions, sending interview questions, reporting the news. Am I lying?
I thought you was. I thought
she was on air. She was on air.
Can I ask a question?
What?
Why didn't you wear the do-rag this morning?
Because.
Why you joke so much, man?
What you mean?
It's not a.
Why didn't you wear the do-rag? Why didn't you wear the do-rag? Is he?
It's not a joke. But it's not. It's not a joke. I'm serious.
If you gonna bring it to the radio, I want to laugh.
It's not a joke.
Okay.
But it's not a joke.
It's a serious issue about it.
It is a serious issue.
Okay, let me just sit back and watch then, because I'm not Joe Clark.
Because it's not.
I am actually. Give me my baseball bat.
No, it's now Envy. That's what I'm saying. No, nobody has even tried to clean up the narrative that I'm a villain. Man,
you're not a villain. Who said you a villain?
Yo, stop acting like you don't live in them comments too, Charlotte. Stop acting like you don't understand.
But what do I always tell you? I say stop listening to the.
It's gonna be a fourth voice.
Why she only? This is the thing. You let the internet dictate what's going on. We've had conversations, and this is the thing. This is why I thought it was corny, and it's just me personally. I thought it was corny because we have conversations up here. We just have a meeting. If you had an issue, a problem, a situation, or something that you felt, why you ain't bring it to the team? When you came back, Jess, I pulled you to the side. I said, Jess, if you feel uncomfortable, if you don't want Loren in the room, this is your show. We can make that the change whenever you want. Did I not say that to you?
Yeah, you did. It's not about wanting her in the room, yo. It's about the segment. Like she was.
All right, man. Y'all got to tell us what y'all think, man. That's it for today's show. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. This is Black Adam.